welcome back to my channel. My name is Nani. For today's video, I'm gonna be reading the books that my dog Leo chose for me. I basically put two books head to head. I put some treats on there, and the first one that he ate the treat from, that's the books that I'm gonna be that's the book that I'm going to be reading for this week. I've already have all the choices. The first one that he chose, I actually didn't film it because it was last night and it was just too late to bring out my camera and all that, so I just let him choose and I just started reading it last night. But that one is Collided by Lauren Asher, and as you can see, I'm actually almost done with it. I've been reading it since last night and I am devouring this book. I didn't know I was gonna enjoy it as much as I have, to be quite honest with you. I kept putting it off just because when I was reading the synopsis of it, it just really didn't grab me the same way that Throttle did, the first one in this book. But as soon as I really started reading it, I could not put it down. So I went to bed a little bit late last night and I read about 124-25 pages last night. And then the first thing that I did after waking up this morning was read with my coffee. So it's been a great reading weekend so far. And right now I am on chapter 23, which is page 257. So might as well just give you like some thoughts of it since I'm already more than halfway through. It's like a slow burn because nothing really truly happened between them until like literally like a few pages ago, and I'm like here. So it definitely is like a little bit of a slow burn, but the chemistry and the attraction that they have towards one another, it's very instant and like insta-lovey. I think one of the things that I'm kind of like confused about is the timeline of all this, like not where, but like when everything is happening, because if you read the first book, you know the outcome, you know Maya's and Noah's story. But on this one, it's as if they're not together. I don't know if that makes sense. But whenever I read like standalone, like interconnected standalone series, usually we see those characters from the previous book in the book that we are currently reading because we know their story. So I love seeing them come in as like the side characters instead of the main characters. But on this one, again, it's just as if their story hasn't happened yet. So that's throwing me off a little bit, and I wonder if the whole series is like that, where everything is happening at the same time. So when I'm reading, you know, each of the characters' book, it's all, I don't even know how to explain it. You might think I'm going crazy, but if you read this series, please tell me if I'm like in the right direction because I don't want to sound crazy. But anyways, that's the only thing that's kind of throwing me off a little bit, because when Maya and Noah makes the little like cameos and whatnot, it's as if they don't even know each other that much. So it's just kind of confusing. Again, coming up from already reading the first book and knowing their story and loving their story. So anyways, going back to the book at hand, I'm loving it. It's looking more like a 3.5-4-star read. So we'll see how everything ends. Anyways, the next two books that I'm going to be reading for this video are going to be Daisy Haites by Jessa Hastings and Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. Yeah, it's going to be a very, I feel like, fun and interesting reading vlog, so stay tuned for some more of my thoughts, I guess. Hey guys, good morning. It's been a few days since I last gave an update or like the intro of the video. It is very sunny and bright right now, so it is beautiful. I did finish Collided by Lauren Asher last night. I loved it. I'm gonna go more into my thoughts in the end of the video, like wrapping everything up and my rating and all that. I'm still processing what kind of rating I want to give it because I really enjoyed it, but like by the end of the book, I didn't feel myself like wanting to read any more of it. I kind of just wanted to get it done. It just kind of felt repetitive and very slow, and I just wanted everything to wrap up already. I think it could have been a few pages shorter in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking about the rating, but overall I really enjoyed it. I really love the characters. I like the character development on this one, more specifically with like Liam. He is that guy that, you know, sleeps around all the time and is very focused on his career and nothing else matters. And I really love seeing kind of like a different side to him by the end of the book, and just kind of like how everything just tied together for him in the personal way, but also in the relationship and all that. Yeah, it was a really great read overall, and I'm excited to continue the rest of the series. I think the next book is Jax and Elena, I want to say. I kind of caught a vibe between them when I was reading Collided, so if those are the two main characters for the next book, then I think I'm gonna enjoy that one as well. So yeah, I'm just really excited to continue the series. For my next pick that my dog Leo chose for me, I think I'm gonna go with Fangirl Down. I've been wanting to read this one for a long time now, so I think it's time, and I don't know, it just kind of matches the vibe of the past few days. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. It's been a while since I've read a Tessa Bailey book, so I'm hoping that this is one of those that just brings me back into the Tessa Bailey world and just kind of like I can't get enough of it. So yeah, I'm gonna start this one, and I guess I'll give you an update later on. It's about 8:15, so I think I'm gonna stop reading here and do some breakfast, get ready for work, and go to work, basically. I was able to get to chapter 5, which is page 28-29 of Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. Still don't know how I'm feeling about this one in terms of like the mood readingness of it, but I will say I'm excited to go back into the Tessa Bailey world. This is giving me more of like maybe insta love a little bit, just because we're like literally in the introduction of the characters and the plot and everything, and they're already showing signs of like attraction to one another. So yeah, it's giving a little bit of insta love there, but I will say I am excited though to see what else they have to offer, because they seem to have a little bit more depth to them than some other books that I've read recently by Tessa Bailey. So I'm excited to see what else they have to offer apart from like the romance plot of it. The girl, which is named Josephine, she has some health issues going on, so I'm excited to see kind of like where that goes in the story. And then Wells is going through some situations regarding his like career, and he's not really making the best decisions about them, so I'm excited to see how they kind of, I don't know, pull together and support each other in their own situations and get some more depth to their characters. So I will say I am pretty excited to continue reading this. I'm sad that I have to go to work, because I would love to binge read this in like a day. For sure, after I get off work, I'm gonna pick this one up. So I'll give you an update once I read a little bit more of it later on. Everyone, so I don't know when I last updated you. I'm still reading Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. This book is taking me so long to get it done. I think it's because it's in third POV, and those books for some reason just take me longer to like get through, because there's a lot of narration going on and there's a lot of words and sentences rather than like dialogue. When it comes to the book itself, it's not my favorite, and it's not going to be my favorite, but it's definitely better than some previous books that I've read, with Secretly Yours and what was the other one? Wreck the Halls, I think it was. That those books were just not it for me. This one is hitting a little bit better than those ones, so that's good. And to be honest, I think I'm most excited to read the next one on this. I don't think it's out yet. I might be wrong. It's the Au Pair Affair, which I think it's her friend Tallulah that's on this one, and Wells's friend, the hockey player. We got a glimpse of them a little bit here, and I will say I'm really excited to actually read that one. So going back to this one though, I mean, I think another thing that I would have appreciated more of this book is the actual connection of the characters. Like, I can see the attraction they have to each other and the lust that they have for one another, but I don't feel like a deep connection between the characters, because the male main character Wells, it's like wanting to take her clothes off every single time that she does something impressive or it's impressive to him. So that's just throwing me off, and I've actually had to skip through some of those scenes because I just don't really care at this point, because I'm looking for that deep connection and I'm not really getting it. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's really entertaining and I'm learning a lot about golf, I guess, but I think I just kind of want a little bit more of a deeper connection and a lot more banter between them. I mean, don't get me wrong, the characters have shown up for like each other. Like, Josephine is a very loyal person and Wells is also like a loyal person, so that's something that they have in common. Like, they show up for each other, which I love. I think it's just, at least for me, that's as far as the connection kind of like goes. And I haven't really had a chance to read like a deep conversation that, you know, sometimes characters have that kind of seal their connection to one another apart from this physical aspect. I haven't really seen that or felt that, so I don't know. I feel like that's the thing that I'm missing from this one. I'm on page 344, so I have about 40 some pages or some left, so I'm really excited to see if I'm able to finish this one and give you my final thoughts the next time that I update you. Hey everyone, so I finally finished Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I was able to read a little bit more after I got off work, so I'm excited that this one, it's all done. By the end, I started getting a few things that I was looking for like throughout this story overall. Really excited that I was able to finish it. I think I'm gonna give this one 3.5 stars. I feel like for me to have given it like 4 or more than 4 stars, the things that I was looking for were basically like a deeper connection between the characters a little bit earlier on than when we actually like got it, or at least when I started to feel that we were getting it, because since the beginning there was a lot of like initial like insta love type of thing and a lot of physical attraction, which is great, but I was still missing that deeper connection between the characters throughout the story, and I don't think we got that until like almost the very end. So that's just what I was missing in terms of that. And then I think another thing that I was talking about in my earlier clip is that Wells, the main male character, is very grumpy, and he was grumpy basically throughout the whole story. And there are times where I do like the grumpy man or grumpy sunshine trope, but I really appreciate when the authors are able to write their grumpy side, but at the same time show like vulnerability within the character, whether it's like in their own POVs, like in their heads, or like in more intimate moments in the relationship. And when I say intimate moments, I don't mean like physical intimate moments, but like when they have those conversations and just go more into depth into who they are. So that's something that I was kind of like waiting on, and I will say I did get it in a scene that I read while I was finishing the book, and it kind of changed my mind in Wells, and that's where I started kind of like, see, this is what I wanted a few like pages ago, and I feel like I would have given it like even a full 4 stars. Overall, really fun, really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. I wasn't really into the whole golf thing because golf is just not that interesting to me. But if you have a friend that loves golf, I think this is something that maybe they could enjoy. So let me know if you read it, if you enjoyed it. I'm excited to continue to read more of hers, and I'm really excited for the second book in the series, The Au Pair Affair. That one has single dad trope, living nanny. I don't know if enemies to lovers, but it also have, I think, like a bit of an age gap. So all of those sound amazing to me. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Gonna be reading Daisy Haites by Jessa Hastings. This is the third and last book that my dog Leo chose for me to read for this video, so really excited to dive into it. I don't really know much of what it's about, but based on what I was reading on the back, it kind of seems like it has a more of a darker plot to it, because it says Daisy's older brother Julian is a London gang lord. So I don't think we ever got anything like that in Magnolia that I remember. So I'm excited to kind of see how this one turns out. Hey guys, happy Thursday. It is about to be 7:45 p.m. I have been reading Daisy Haites by Jessa Hastings. I read a little bit more this morning. Last night, I wanted to read a few chapters just to get it started. I literally fell asleep after like 3 pages. But this morning, I was able to read a little bit more. I'm actually on chapter 7, page 54. Also, look at the bookmark my husband got for me for Mother's Day. It's so cute. Anyways, going back to the book, I think this has a potential to have a high rating for me, because this morning I think I've just read for like an hour or so and I was able to get to like 50 pages or so of it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm really enjoying the characters, and we do have about 3 POVs so far on this, and I'm enjoying every single POV. I'm loving Daisy. Like, she seems so smart and she's so young too. Like, I think she's like 20 years old. I'm really loving the found family aspect of it too, and if you've read it, you know what I mean. And I think I'm enjoying it a lot more than even Magnolia Parks. Even just a little bit that I've read, I feel like I'm reading it a little bit faster than I did with Magnolia. So with that said though, I am going to end the vlog here. I do have to start editing this one like starting tomorrow, because I do want it to go up during the weekend hopefully. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here, and I'll definitely continue reading this one. I'll either give you like my final thoughts in like a wrap up by the end of the month, or maybe I'll add it in maybe another vlog that I do. So yeah, definitely let me know if you want my thoughts on it, because I am really enjoying it. So here are all the books that I read for this video along with their rating. If you made it this far, leave me the checkered flag emoji, the one that they use in like the racing or F1. But yeah, apart from that, I appreciate you so much for watching. I hope you'll have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.
You don't need to be Prince Charming to me. I just need this to be real. I don't need no fairy tale. You don't need a killer dragon for